Good morning, YouTube. Today we have for you my updated Red Eyes Black Dragon deck profile. This is not going to be one of your most competitive builds, but it's going to be quite fun and gives you a lot of options. And if you're a very nostalgic Red Eyes player, this will be quite fun for you. So let's hop right into it. Starting off with our monsters, we of course run the 3 of the original Red Eyes Black Dragon or Red Eyes B Dragon. Some people have elected not to run this as a play set because there are so many new cards and more extender options, but I like it as is at the play set because we also have the 2 Red Eyes Alternative Dragon. The nice part about Alternative is he's a free special summon just by tributing a monster from your hand, allows you to dump into your graveyard, gives you an extra ability to extend if he is destroyed, and if all else fails, if you see an Alternative and a Red Eyes Black Dragon, he's a decent option to have. We still play the 2 of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Again, you see a lot of bricks, obviously, by having 7 level 7s in your deck, but it's a pretty darn decent guy to go into. Gives you the extra burn, gives you some cute interactions with some of your recursion, and just allows you to see your rank 7s and your extenders. Next, run a playset of the Tenyi Spirit Vishuda. The nice part about him is he's special summonable with most of your Red Eyes cards in here, and he can pop from your graveyard. All around fantastic, dark, level 7, allows you to go into your plays. Moving on, we have, of course, one of the, if not the best, Red Eyes card, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. No need for explanation there. Playset of Red Eyes Black Metal, just Black Metal Dragon. You want to see this guy in your opening hand. It allows you to extend, just go more powerful into your combos. For the Guard Dragons, this is an essential card if you play those. But either way, in any Red Eyes version, you want to play a playset of him. I still run 2 of Gearfried Red Eyes Iron Knight, not just because he looks awesome, but he allows you to get some extra back row removal, a decent normal summon in the deck, and allows you to go for your fusion in here. Next, run a 1 of Red Eyes Baby Dragon. I only run 1 of him because he's searchable and he can be kind of dead. Nice part about him, though, is if you go for your fusion, the only thing you do is set, and so he's a decent set option and allows you to extend if they destroy it. Continuing on with our fusion options, we have the Red Eyes Meteor Impact and Summon Skull. They each have their own versatility. Impact gives you the option to protect. Summon Skull gives you some extenders by just having a normal monster engrave. Run 1 Red Eyes Retro Dragon. You have so many more options for your opponents to destroy your cards, and this guy just gives you some extension of your combos if he's sent. If your monsters are all blown up at the same time, which things now do nowadays. We're going to only run 1 Blackstone of Legend. He's a decent normal summon in the deck and an alternative to your 1-for-1 if you're out of Black Metal Dragons. Just gives you some more options in here. A playset of Red Eyes Insight. This is a nice play starter, gives you some dumpers to your graveyard, allows you to set up for your next following turns. Fantastic card. I don't think I'll run it at any less than 3 anytime soon. Next, run 2 of the Cards of the Red Stone. This gives you a dump and 2 dumps, excuse me, and allows you to draw 2 cards. So it's a fantastic card, but it's only once per turn, so that's why I run it as 2. We've bumped down Red Eyes Fusion down to 2 because if you use it, you can't do anything for the rest of the turn. But it's too good of a card, especially in my personal build, to not justify running at all. We do run 2 Super Polys, though, which is in today's metagame. Fantastic card to main or side. I don't see myself eliminating anytime soon. Allows you to go for some really cute plays in here, and it's quite fun. Because Fusion is so vulnerable, we of course run the 3 Called by the Graves, and you're going second, so you really just want to have as many options as possible. 1 Dragon's Mirror, because there's nothing that can really out a First of the Dragons, which is what I still run in here, and gives you some extra summons in this deck. I've enjoyed it ever since I put it in there. I don't see myself taking it out. 1-for-1. Because seeing Black Metal Dragon is so essential that you really just want to see it as quick as possible. It allows you to dump to your graveyard. Next, run a playset of Return of the Dragon Lord. Self-explanatory, allows you to special summon 1 of your 7 targets in your graveyard and gives you the extra protection of dragons. Fantastic. 1 Swing of Memories, just because the nice incursion with Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, or excuse me, Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, is if you Gemini summon him, he's a new instance, so you don't get the destruction from Swing of Memories, and you have let's see, 5, 6 targets in here. So it's a fantastic card, and it won't be dead. So it's nice extra Reborn. Of course, we have to run the Monster Reborn, which is just all around, no need to explain there. And for our traps, we run 1 Return of the Red Eyes and 1 Red Eyes Spirit. I only run 1 and 1 and not any duplicates of the rest because it's searchable with Impact, and you can search for which one you need in that instance. So, for example, if you set the Spirit, it gives you some options to go into any of your Red Eyes, which is fantastic, but Return of the Red Eyes gives you some recurability of some normal monsters, and it's a lot more situational. So while this one is in fact better, this one is one that can let you do more. So I run 1 and 1 because it's searchable. As for extra, we run the 1 Link Kuriboh. Link Kuriboh is fantastic with your Black Metal Dragon. It's a play starter, gives you some extra ways to blow up on your field. I don't see any justification not to run it, especially if they ash you and you have just a random level 1. Fantastic card just to go into at all times. Wee Witch's Apprentice, because I like her over the other options because she's Link 2, which gives you more options to go into her. She gives you a power boost, and she can recur stuff from your graveyard, which is what this deck really needs. 2 Red Eyes Black Flare Metal Dragon. All around fantastic card. If you more often than not, I've been able to at least turn 2. Be able to go into 2 of these, 1 or 2 of these, and just sit there and your opponent burns themselves to death because they can't get over this guy. Fantastic card. I wouldn't recommend running 3. 1 Big Eye because stealing your opponent's monsters is fun. 1 Dracosack because Dracosack is just great spot removal and decent to go into. 1 Number 76. I've liked her because she gives you some extra protection. She can still stuff in your opponent's graveyard and some immunity. I'm really just testing her out right now, and she's proven pretty fun so far, but I can't say that you have to run her one way or another because I haven't tested it as much. 1 Number 28 Titanic Moth because in time, this is fantastic because you can attack for damage, and she has burn damage after that, so I've really enjoyed it in here. For our fusions, we run the Archfiend Black Skull Dragon just for that Armades and some extra burn. As for burn, we also run the Meteor Black Comet Dragon because he has more of a body and some recurable ability. If you don't know really what you're going up against, this is a lot more of a safe play, whereas this is a lot more of an aggressive play. And we run the Slash Dragon because if you open up a buttload of Black Metal Dragons and Slash Dragon, you're going to be able to extend extensively. We run 1 First of the Dragons because if you're going up against anything with like Sekka's Light, like Thunder Dragons nowadays, just anything that is very, very monster reliant, this card is impossible to get around. And I just enjoyed it because it allows you to give you some options and lets you set up your own boards, which can be a lot slower than most combo decks nowadays. Run 1 Borreload Fusion Dragon because instant fusion allows you to go into this guy. First of Dragons allows you to go into this guy. Nice super poly target. It's just all around a decent guy. And rounding up our extra, we run a Salamangreat Violet Chimera and a Sarvan Venom Fusion Dragon just because they're great targets nowadays. You can always swap these out with like Mud Dragon or the Predaplant dude. So that's pretty much it there. And that's going to wrap up my version of Red Eyes Black Dragon. If you want to play a more definitive build nowadays, that would be Guard Dragons. But my philosophy on that is, if you want to play Guard Dragons, there are better options out there than to play this. So my mindset is why not do something that this deck can only do, which is the nice going to fusion, be able to go to Exceeds, and do some nice damage with some big beaters and have the nostalgic aspect of going to your Red Eyes Black Dragon. So I still stick with that fusion, Exceeds, burn option, but not as much, and have a way to extend, whereas you're not just dead after 1 turn. So that's what I hope this can accomplish, and from what I've been testing so far, as you can tell, these sleeves and cards have been tested dozens of, and probably hundreds of times, is turn 1, usually I can go for a fusion. Then turn 2, you go, once when they break your board, you're going to go for a full Exceeds combo. And it's been pretty nice and consistent so far, which I've seen some intermediate success with. The nice part about Red Eyes is that you have even more options. You can go for more of a ritual build. You can go more for a solid Exceeds or a solid Link build. But you can still base your core around Red Eyes Black Dragon. And on my review of Alternative, is that it is a decent card. I don't think it's as bad as people have been saying it is. It allows you for some cute little plays. If your Red Eyes are Destroy, you can special summon them from Graveyard and just blow up and go with 4800 attack, which is pretty darn nice. But that is just my preliminary thoughts, and if you can find some things out of this, then my job is done. Of course, it's up to your own opinion, but this is where I have found the deck at the current moment in time. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate all your support, and have a great day.